very cold weekday. But you know, being an immigrant is different. You know, I was born in Ethiopia. We came here when I was, you know, 14 from Ethiopia with my parents, and wanting to be engaged in politics is so challenging. It's so different. It's not like having your teacher tell you to become president like Clinton, or having, you know, like Stephen Harper wanting to fight a policy. But for me, I wanted to be involved in politics for a long, long time. When I went to Carleton University and studied political science, all I wanted to do was follow in the footsteps of, you know, Lincoln Alexander, Rosemary Brown, the lady who ran for the first black woman to have run for the leadership of the NDP in 1976 against Ed Broadbent. And I wanted to follow in their footsteps. You know, people have been telling me about Trudeau and John Diefenbaker and so many big names, and I wanted, you know, I've never looked at myself as a black person. I knew that if I study hard and if I do the hard work, I could someday become prime minister. You know, I was young, so I believed all of this. So, you know, I was watching TV once. I remember at Carleton University watching Adam Giambroni host a debate, and I was a liberal, and I was thinking of switching to the NDP. And, you know, it was a leadership debate, and, you know, I was very, very impressed. Not just by the candidates, but what Adam Giambroni was, you know, he's younger than me, and he wanted to be a counselor. And, you know, I'm not saying this because he's here, but I'm just saying, you know, what inspired me to study the NDP story. And, you know, I was not motivated enough, so I wanted to get involved. But Canadian politics is, it's a very exclusive business. And, but there was, you know, I was watching CNN like everybody, and I saw Obama, and I was at Carleton University trying to go to graduate school. And when I looked at Obama, you know, my dad was a student in the US, and in 1972, when he was studying to become, to get his master's degree, he couldn't even use the same washroom as his white classmates. But here it was in 2004, and Obama, someone who looked like my dad, wanted to become president. And so I took a bus. I took a long bus ride to Ohio. I took books on Stanley Knowles, Tommy Douglas, the big names, the Canadian big names. And I read so many stories, and it took me 28 hours to get to Ohio. And I went to Ohio, and I said I wanted to volunteer. And they didn't know what to do with me, so they gave me a chance to work on the campaign for a few weeks. And I even had a chance to meet Obama for a few minutes. And it was very inspiring. And when I went back, I went to a bookstore and bought so many books on Black history, you know, Marcus, and on Rosemary Brown, and, you know, all the big names. And I read so many books, and instead of going to Ottawa, I came to Toronto because I wanted to be able to work with the black kids. You know, I've been watching, you know, the stories, the crimes, the black on black crimes, and so many stories on TV, and I wanted to come to Toronto and work on the black on black crime, and it's been a ride.
He was a civil rights activist who promoted equal rights among all people. He is mostly known for starting a movement which encouraged and helped African Americans who wanted to return to their homeland. And to do so, I think it's important to be courageous and fight for what's right.